Mercedes-Benz is off to a wild start in 2026. We have had very strong programs, as we were promised, with the new leadership team, including Adam Chamberlain at the helm. And I just got to say, I am thrilled with the way that the year has started out. If you are a Mercedes-Benz loyalist or you are considering the brand for the first time, the programs are super strong. And this April, today is April 1st, April Fool's Day, but everything I'm about to tell you is 100% serious. There is nothing to joke about here. The programs are even more creative than I've seen them already this year. The big news is that Mercedes-Benz is incentivizing 24-month leases in a very creative way. It looks like a combination of some residual increases from last month, but the majority of it are money factors that are specific to the 24-month term. So on a lot of our core models, there is a significantly lower money factor, which is the lease rate on a car, which is essentially the amount of rent that you are paying to borrow the car. And the money factors on the 24-month terms for these models that I'm about to list is lower than on the 36-month, 48-month, etc. lease terms. So very interesting way to go about that. Mercedes-Benz is essentially trading what they could receive in rent charge in order to protect the residual values of the cars. But what they want to do is they want to accelerate that turn. They want to get you into the new cars quicker. And considering all of the new things that are coming starting later this year and into next year and beyond, I can understand why they want to do that. They really want to accelerate that upgrade cycle, which, of course, as a dealer, we love that, right? Anything that means that we get to see you more often, and that's just being fully transparent, but it's also good for you. It means that you're going to be able to get lease payments in a lot of cases would be lower than on a comparable 3-year lease. And typically that does not happen. The way that a lease normally would work is you would be looking at a big increase to go to a 2-year lease versus the 3-year. The 3-year lease is generally where the most incentivizing will happen on a lease payment. So here are the models that are in question. For 2025, the C classes, that's C300 all the way to C63, the E-Wagon, all GLA variants, all GLB variants. GLA 45 is excluded. I'm not sure how many of those are even out there, but GLA 45 is not included. All GLC variants, including 63s, GLE variants, SUVs. All SUVs are included, coupes are not. Not too surprising. Coupes usually get left out. And then on model year 26s, all CLA variants, all C-Class variants, CLE coupes, CLE cabs, E-sedans, E-wagons, GLA, GLB, GLC, and GLE. So the notable exclusion here would be GLSs and S-Classes and then SLs, GTs, right? So the kind of the super high-end stuff, but pretty much all of the core models are represented here. And on some of the heavier hitting stuff like the CLEs and the E-Classes, E-Wagons, there is basically just they're kind of getting that 24-month payment right in line with 36. But on things like the GLA, GLB, GLC, GLE, C-Class, you're talking about an actual lower payment potentially on those vehicles for the 24-month term. So a couple things to keep in mind. If you've got negative equity, this is a great option to really accelerate getting out of that negative equity quickly. However, keep in mind that negative equity will have more of an impact on a short-term lease than a long-term lease, even with the extra incentivization. So these potential lower payments that I'm talking about here really would apply in just kind of straight-up purchase scenarios. The other thing that we've got that's really exciting for this month is the return of Conquest. And Conquest meaning that Mercedes-Benz wants to bring anybody that is potentially driving a different vehicle, 2020 or newer, back to the brand, right? They're going after a lot of the people that left during the COVID era, and there was just a ton of brand movement during that time because people had to go where the cars were. And so it's a combination of that, but also wanting to entice people that would be new to the brand to come to the brand. So this is a big deal. Any car now qualifies. So even things like Mazda, Toyota, Honda, Kia, things that weren't on the luxury competitive list that we had in months previous, this is a big deal. Just keep in mind that registrations have to be active and there has to be a registration match. So you've got to match it to the household. And now household does count, so let's say your spouse has a car that would qualify, then you could buy it as long as it's being registered to the same address as the registration of that other car. So registration has to match, right? If you have a house in Florida and a house in Ohio, and your competitive car is registered to Florida, the new car would have to be registered there as well. Has to be a match to the address. So a lot of really great programs. This is on top of just other really strong leasing and financing that we've got. There's finance specials on just about every model, excluding G-Wagons. There's lease specials on just about every model. It is an absolutely fantastic time to consider Mercedes-Benz. If you haven't before, I would encourage everybody to give the brand a look, because I think you would be very surprised in what some of these vehicles can lease for. And the reason we love leasing so much, again, is that it is a guaranteed exit strategy. The day that you get the car, you know exactly where you stand, you know exactly what your buyout will be, and assuming that you contract for the proper miles, then you are going to be in a position to either buy that car out at the end of the lease if it held its value better than expected, or if it didn't, you get to turn it in and lease a new car. You're not left holding the bag. And just a reminder that when you buy a car, when you finance a car, one of the downfalls to that, even though you can say, oh, I'm building towards ownership, is that you own now whatever happens to the value of that car. So if it depreciates much more than you expected, that's going to be something you've got to deal with. If you get into an accident and now there's something on the Carfax, that is going to directly impact the value of the car in the future, and you're the one that's going to feel that pain. And you're trading, I guess, more flexibility for more risk. That's the way I see it. With leasing, your risk is very low, but it's a little bit less flexible. You need to get to the end of that lease before you can kind of go into a new car. But very exciting times. April 2026, Mercedes-Benz has some of the most creative and strong programs. They're going after their repeat clients, they're going after clients that left the brand, they're going after clients that are new to the brand, and these are all excellent reasons for us to have a conversation. I would love to have an opportunity to work with you. Just a reminder that we are a best price upfront store, and no, that doesn't mean that we don't discount. We give everybody fantastic deals without you even having to ask. We will make it the easiest car you've ever bought in your life. That is something I can promise you. We will make it fun. We can deliver it to you. You can come here. The choice is yours. We will make it simple. Will we be the lowest cost provider in the world? Maybe, but probably not. If you look around, there's always going to be somebody that will do it for less. But will they make it easy? And we don't have any add-ons. There's no shenanigans, no funny business. It's all about making it simple. Everything that we do here has one goal in mind: make car buying fun. Make it easy, fun, simple. That's all we care about, because we know if we make it fun, easy, simple, you'll go tell all your friends and you'll come back and see us down the road. My name is Doug Horner, BenzsandBowties. April 2026 is going to be a mega month for Mercedes-Benz. Bank it now.